Look at this. Wind. We've not had wind like this since we've lived here. The leaves have been blowing off like snow. Blowing right past windows like snow, and they're all over. Look at all these. Look at it all. Leaves everywhere. Must be the changing weather. Going from winter to spring. But it's not cold, it's warm. But this wind, at the moment, it's not as strong, but it's been blowing so strong. There's trees down. Not here, thankfully. But you can see the leaves now blowing like snow. Look at the state of that lamp.
Lake is overflowing, there's tremendous winds, and Anna is absolutely devastated. I've just told her her polytunnel's ripped and she can't believe it, so she's just coming out now. Oh honey. So we're just going to see what we can do.
Absolutely gutted. We ended up having to take it off. And we've taken all the plants, put them in Peter's workshop.
Okay, so we've had to have a redesign of the poly. So what we've done now is along the bottom here we've run railway sleepers all the way around, and then the material is then underneath a batten which is screwed in multiple positions all the way along. I'll just show you, and then over the top. So there's the batten there. So the batten is actually screwed down to the sleeper, sandwiching the material in between, and then these terracotta tiles over the top. So the next stage will be finding some way to stop the material from flapping around. I think that's the problem, and always maintaining these two windows here, one there and one at the other end, maintaining them open so there can be no back pressure inside. Hey Miss Anna.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Alright.
It was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it? But we're back on track, hopefully.
Yeah, lost most of the plants.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hence we've got bought geraniums.
Yes, because we've got to have our geraniums now, haven't we? After all that excitement.
It wasn't the excitement, I think it was more heartbreak.
No, I meant the excitement of planting them.
Oh right, yeah.
Had some time off because since coming back from Paris I picked up a cold or something, and it really knocked me for six. I think the biggest problem I've had is apathy in my joints, apathy and aching in my joints. It's been really hard, very painful, like I've run a marathon every day for days on end. But we're kind of getting back now, so the sun is shining. I'm on the decking project, so let me show you where we are so far. So if you recall, we've got stacks of decking and some structural timber, probably not enough now. Those long joists are for the barn, they're not for this job, but there are some smaller ones underneath that. And then one thing we want to get done is get this ready for summer, and so we can start using it. And unfortunately the timber is in such poor condition, it was verging on the dangerous. The other problem we've got is the quality of the build. What I was hoping to do is just take the decking off, do some repairs of course because it's old, but trust that the framing underneath was in reasonably good condition. Condition isn't an issue, it's construction methods. And it's just bizarre what they've done. So the gaps in between is far too wide. So that's going to give you a bit of spring in the decking plank. They should be around 30 centres. So in other words, one of these bearers every 30 centimetres. Kind of, not too dissimilar to that. I think that's probably about 40. But that's how close they should be. But instead of which, we've got these massive gaps. So that's caused, as you can see, that's caused the existing decking to buckle. I don't know if you can see how wavy that is. So you get that in spring. But the other big problem, I'm wondering if I can show you, is the actual frame itself is neither square. It's a bit of a parallelogram, so it's not being squared off when it was built, and it looks like it's sunk quite a bit in the middle. So the first job today is to lift, I've started to have a look, is to lift the remaining planks and then just have a good look to see what we're dealing with. You can see this post here is absolutely rotted. That would have been, I imagine, butted up against that originally, and that over the years has just rotted and shrunk. So that's really not a good sign. It's got some sort of fungus on it as well. So the job to do now is to continue taking the planks off, expose the frame beneath, see what we're dealing with. Okay, so I'm going to leave that little walkway here to get to the end bit. And now the next job is just to denail all of the planks and the bearers and stack the wood over by the firewood bit. We'll use this as firewood. It won't burn very long, but it will burn quickly. And then on to the next stage, just up here. Not sure if you can see that, but since we've started running the pond or the lake fountain that we made, the water is so much clearer. You can see easily see the bed. Anyway, we're going around here because we think we're at a pivotal moment with the duck house. So what's news, Miss Anna? Delivery. Let's have a look.
So we had a delivery.
Yeah.
And then you need to take the duck house.
Okay. That's from DuckX.
Yeah.
Hang on. Oh wow! Super. So they're actually, all we now need them to do is to stay in there with them, don't we?
You want babies?
Yeah, that would be lovely. Little ducklings going around the lake. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to give the denailing a bit of a rest because there's a lot of nails so far, hundreds and hundreds of nails. I think each plank has got something like 6 lots of 3 in, so 18 nails per plank. For some reason they're like 4-inch nails as well, ridiculously over the top for this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take the railings down because that's going to be difficult to do without the decking on, and then get into the next stage of the decking.
Planting some Mexican sunflower seeds today that were given to us from some friends in the US, and putting them here in front of the barn. So putting them in front of this barn, gets full sun and doesn't get too drafty here because these apparently get quite tall, these sunflowers. So I'm digging, doing that there and down here. So I have to pull all these weeds out. And here on the right hand side of the barn, this is where I've already started. So I'm not going to dig it all out. I was going to dig out the bits where I'm going to put the seeds, because I don't want to, if it's all turned over too nicely, the chickens will come along and say thank you, and the seeds probably won't germinate. Is. There's a beautiful baby.
So we're here in Argenton, a local big town, just taking a day away from working on projects at the moment, and just popping in to see, well, to collect something very special. So we're just having a quick coffee here, being very French, aren't we? This is a beautiful little cafe actually. We've had lunch here with some friends. It's typical that it's in the town square, and you can just sit here and watch the people go by. Not quite as grand as Paris, is it?
No.
Less sirens though than Paris. going back to the car. We go through the public path. I just realised I kind of fit in here because I've got a bottle of wine.
You just need a bag.
Just need a brown paper bag. Anna's got a couple of eggs. Match your cardigan, look, actually. We're just seeing some friends and they've brought their children over from the UK. She has, sorry. So we're just gonna, we've got some bikes in the back of the car for them that didn't cost us anything, but be great for the kids to use while they're here. And some chocolate, which I'll probably say, come on, open it then. Open it.
Look, they're full of Smarties. You can hear them.
Look, what are they called? Oh, help us out, guys.
Yeah, what are they called? Maracas.
Maracas. I was going to say Masonettes.
Mildred's made herself a lovely nest in the chicken house. She's expecting a baby. So give that about 5 weeks. Hopefully there'll be a little gosling. I must say it's a lovely nest she's made. Beautiful Mildred.